Okay. So I was explaining this one, right? This negation, we don't have a use case. Before this website was there and now it went down. So don't worry about that. Just including that not function before that, before any attribute, that will help. So, and last function, position function. So in the list of elements, so these are the list, right? You want to identify last one. So then this last function and position function will help you. So normalize hyphen space, normalize hyphen space. So you can use any text. So text before and after spaces are there. We don't know spaces, right? How can you ignore them? One way is you can use a contains, or if you don't want to use that, and you can use a normalize hyphen space and give that text. Automatically it ignores the white spaces. It ignores the all the spaces, beginning and end. You don't need to worry about that. Okay, so that is this normalize hyphen space. And
Ramesh,
yeah,
in the property, you put normalize hyphen space in bracket
so
property. We need to give
property
any
means
tag?
you can give attributes.
Yeah,
Even
that's it.
attributes.
Okay, okay, okay.
So even you can give attributes
Mhm.
also.
Yeah. Thank you.
So access XPaths is basically it it helps you when there are a table data. So table data or one element base, you want to identify other elements, and such cases this is a very useful concepts. So maybe your target element is dynamically changing. You don't know when it is going. The value you cannot use that. Such cases, how you can identify? You take one base element. Based on that, if it is a base element after maybe left side or right side. After means right side. So this is the following. After means the right side. Then you can use a following. Any element. First identify your base element with XPath. Then based on this element, you're identifying a different element. So maybe this target element text is changing or attributes are changing. You cannot use them. Then, so you are not using that. Only you can use a tag name of that target element. So tag doesn't change. Only values will change, right? Properties will change. So such cases, no, this will help you. So this following all the elements, you can identify that. So XPath / following is as target tag name, and you can give index also. Or you write your own base element XPath first, then following hyphen sibling also you can use. Sibling means a child things. You want to identify that also you can use here this following and so in the table basically. So if you have a table, suppose you have a table like this. And you have different columns, right? So multiple rows are there. So here you have some check boxes, okay? Some here you have a radio buttons. Okay, here you have radio buttons, and here you have a check boxes. So here you have links, okay? Some links. Suppose I say this one is Gmail. So this one is Facebook. And here you have Twitter. So you have Instagram here. Okay. So like this, you have different, and here you have a links, Gmail link. Okay. Suppose Gmail link. And here you have Facebook link, FB link. So here you have X link. So you have Insta link, right? So this is how you want. So you want to identify Gmail radio button. How can you identify that? So first identify Gmail. This is the constant. It can come anywhere in the table. You identify with XPath. So you write that. So you write like this. So // star square bracket. So contains of text function, comma, single quote, Gmail. So I identified my parent. Okay. Then, so from here, you want this Gmail right hand side elements you want to identify, use following. Following is as, and this element tags you can. So basically, this link is going to have a tag. If you want link, give a tag here. Okay, give a tag. So if you want, so radio button, okay, so just give input tag, right? Input tag will be there. So the first input tag, whatever is there, that will identify. So this is how you can identify the elements. So suppose just before this Gmail you want to identify. So what you can do? Preceding you will use. So here, just use preceding. So this is the input tag, right? And you can just give here input of first element, first input tag. So the Gmail before first input. So it can come anywhere in the table. It doesn't matter first only. So it will recognize. That's the beauty of this following, preceding. And ancestor and descendant. Ancestor means basically if you have a tree structure. So based on the child, you want to identify the parent, then use ancestor. Descendant basically, so you want to identify base element below element you want to identify, then you will use it. So descendant. So these are the things will help you a lot. And this is the use cases widely used, this following, preceding, any element changes. So the element, base element, right hand side, if you want to identify any element, even that changes dynamically also, you don't need to worry. Just write following is as the tag name. If the tag is repeating, just index it, the tags. Suppose this tag and this tag all are same. So give what is the tag name, that A of 1 or A of 2 or whatever it is. So these are the use cases. This will help you really. Okay. So let's go, and I want to show you this some of the XPaths. Let me clear all this. So now I want to identify this image. I want to write a contains. See now I don't want, so contains of SRC, right? We are using a SRC. We are not going to give complete one. So I'm going to write @ SRC is an attribute. That's why @ SRC, comma, single quote, and give, I will give only FBCDN. I will give, okay, FBCDN. See, simple. I am not giving complete. See how easy for us. See it identifying 1 of 1. Okay, that's the beauty of that. See, log into Facebook. You want to identify this text. So here this is, we cannot trust this. So what I can do, I will use a contains text or starts with the text. Even you can write here starts with also here. Starts with this HTTPS. See, I'm going to show you starts with also here, so that it will cover both of them. Starts hyphen with So now this won't recognize. So FBCDN is not the starting part of SRC. FBCN is a middle. That's why it contains works, but with the starts with it doesn't work out. So what you need to do, you have to give HTTPS. That's a starting point. HTTPS. So now see it is recognized, but there are two. So if you want to avoid that, and you just give // static. So we'll see static. If you give, it will, yeah, one it is recognizing now. So these are the techniques you need to apply while identifying the elements. So now this text, let me show you how to identify the text. Okay. So // that is a div, right? Div // div square bracket. I can give complete text also. Text equal to the text value. See, exactly one. Or otherwise, I can put contains of text. So if I use contains, I should not use equal to. So single quote, then close the inner bracket first, the round bracket. See, I can even remove Facebook also. Only login I can take. Only login I can take. Login to. See, I'm giving very, no, whatever the keyword I want, I can give. Not necessary you have to give complete. That's the beauty of contains, even starts with. So starting text, that means starts hyphen with text. Starts hyphen with the text. So this is the one. So starts hyphen with text function. Okay. So these are the things so which really going to help you in identifying elements nicely. So I covered contains, starts with, and relative XPath, and XPath with only text, XPath with text with the contains, text with the starts with. So we have seen already. So let me show you last and position functions. So whatever we have written here, right? So this one, if you take this one, suppose, right? So this is, we decided to take this one, right? And @ID equal to ID value. Now /UL/LI/A. So this is it is identifying so many elements, but I want last element. So how can you do? Just LI place, LI after in the square bracket, just write last function. So last element will identify. That's it. See, last element is recognizing that one. See, last element it is recognizing. Suppose you want a particular position one you want, just put here position function. Position function, position equal to, so for example, if I give 3, say third position element, it will recognize. If I give 5, fifth position element, it will recognize. So this is the position. Basically, you are giving an index number. So that's it. Otherwise, even you can give index number directly. You don't need write again position function, something like that. So that's the advantage with this last function, position function. So all this. Okay, we covered pretty much on XPath. Let me introduce the tools for you. Okay, tools will really help you a lot. So if you struggle, and these all the whatever the XPaths we have written, this TruePath will give you nicely. So you install TruePath. This is the Chrome and Firefox plugin. You can just search and install it. So go to Google. So TruePath plugin. So this is the one. So you go to Chrome Web Store, TruePath. Just add to, you will get a add to Chrome because I already added add to Chrome. Then how to use this? So let me show you how to use this. This is a very, very good one. It really helps you a lot. Once you install and you can see that how to use, let me show you that. So for example, I want this element object identification. Right click on that element. You can see relative XPath. So you see it is going to give all the XPaths here. See, with ID, say with the name, contains type. So whatever the functions we have seen there, it is giving completely. With all attributes it is giving. Contains he is using mostly. Contains and that attribute. Contains attribute he is using mostly. And even index based also is supplying. Okay, so that's the beauty of that. And there is a second one. CrowPath. Now CrowPath is not there, and you can use a selectors hub. So that's another very important one, selectors hub. So this is it is a more commercial, the selectors hub, but try to utilize the free version. So if you take more also, he will again charge it. Charge means he will disable that. So he is one of our test engineer created this, and he went to a different level now. Selectors hub. This very, very famous one. This will give you nicely. Selectors hub. Just install this. So he created so many tools he created. Selectors hub Pro, selector test case studio, testing daily. So many things he created. So it will generate automatically fake data. So many things he added, but yeah, you use selectors hub, install it. Okay, install, and you can see where you can see, and you can find here. See, selectors hub. So automatically it will give you CSS selector, XPath, everything it will give you. ID, name, link text, partial link text, everything it will give you here itself. See, now you want, for example, this one, just inspect it. So automatically you will get it. You can copy paste here. See, normalize hyphen space, create. So you just copy and you can use that straightforward. See that? It is. And also it is going to recognize nicely, it highlights that. See, upgrade and go ads free, lifetime pro access just in $99. See, that's what he is going to so that's how you can use. See, one element matching. So it will highlight that also. That's the beauty of this element, this selectors hub. See, is going to give again all these elements. So Facebook or whatever you want, CSS selector is giving. Okay, so like this you can write. See, it is highlighting here nicely. So even bottom side is showing the HTML. So this is another good one. So use selectors hub, the TruePath, and these two are very good. And also you can use browser related. Directly in the browser you have a XPath, and it will give you, and also it will give you CSS. Just highlight the inspect on that element, right click, copy. You have a CSS selector, you have a copy XPath. So you can copy the XPath also. See, this is automatically captured by your browser. So you don't need to even struggle also. If you are struggling, you can use all these other ways. If you don't know how to write an element identification, even still you are struggling, you use Selenium ID to record on that element. Selenium ID also will give you the object identifications. There are so many ways, okay? So you don't need to struggle. But learn them first, then apply the tools. So because in the interviews, they will give the some of the websites, they will ask to write the object identification. I have seen almost in my interviews, at least 3-4 interviews, I faced the same thing. So they will give their own website and their websites, and they will ask to write the object identification. If you don't know the concepts, it's difficult to write. So if you depend on the tools, there you will struggle. That's why first to practice with our formulas, try different combinations, and then it really going to help you a lot. So that's the concept. We need to do that. So okay. So let's see now. We'll write a small program with the XPath. I want to write here, so I'll use this one. Let me write a drop down. I'll take a drop down one. We have only 15 minutes. Let me take this one. We'll see now. Standard user. So I'll use this, and password is common for all. So yeah, here you have, and you can just open the menu, and you have all these options and log out. You have to log out. Okay. So this log out and see what is this hamburger menu we call this. So what is that hamburger menu? Object identification. See. Header label, shopping cart container. Under this, you might shopping cart link. So this one, Swag Labs. So otherwise you can use like this. Okay, so it will give you, see, React burger menu button. So this is the one correct one. See, you got it. So this is the how you can use. So this will really help you a lot. So you can use like this, any one, right? So we'll use any one of them. Let's write first object. No, we'll write a logout. We are going to click, right? So let's generate the script first. Quickly we'll generate. So I'll use Amazon one. I'll copy, and I'll so XPath demo. I'll put that. SaaS Lab XPath demo. Okay. So here, let's use this XPath demo. I'll use XPath only. Okay. And so all this fine. This is fine. And so I don't have any drop down. So I can remove all this code. Okay. I don't have any drop downs. So, and first email edit box, right? Email edit box we have. So we can use XPath with ID, or with ID, whatever it is. You can use an email edit box, clear. So here I have to use XPath. That's a by.xpath. So by is a class, and XPath is a function. XPath is a function. So I'm going to write that function. So // input tag square bracket @ID equal to, so ID value. So just give ID value, whatever is the ID value here. So I'm going to use ID value. This is the ID value. Next. So password edit box. So password edit box, I just use XPath. So in the XPath, again, same double forward slash, and I'm going to use name at the rate name. So name value you can use. So if you want to use two attributes, it's up to you. You can use two attributes also, no issues. But fine, we'll use name, only name value for the second one. Where is the name? So here is the name. So I'm writing with the name attribute XPath. See, I'm using all the XPaths. So password edit box dot clear method. So password edit box dot type send keys method. So send keys, what you want to type. So we can give here username. Let's go and get the username. So standard user. And password secret sauce. And you can view, this is the one. Next. So I can bring this up, okay? I can bring this up. So the object identification basically. So this one, what I want to do, I don't need this one. So I'll use that later, okay? So don't worry. Now I need to identify the element. Which element? Login button, right? This login button. So let's use what are there. Type is there, data test. Let me use a data test, okay? Name value. So data test I'm going to use. So that is also web element. So login button equal to driver dot find element. So by dot, what is that? XPath we need to use. So all this is XPath demo. Double forward slash input square bracket. So I'm going to use at the rate data hyphen test equal to, so that is the value, right? So data hyphen test login button. So that's it. And then I can click on login button. Login button dot submit. Because there is a submit type attribute submit, I can use that type submit. Okay, so now once you submit, let's go and do that. Oh, why it is so big? And standard user. So one step by step you need to follow. Okay, step by step you need to follow. And I'm going to check once you log in, this one, the swag labs. That's otherwise you can use this one. Anything you verify. I will verify the page title. So my page title I can find out here, title swag labs. So I can write title contains. So let me use title is, okay? Title contains, we used it in previous class. Title is. So, and I can remove, even I can use the XPath. So I'll write XPath. So what is the XPath? So the XPath is, so double forward slash star square bracket contains of text function swag labs. Basically, I'm verifying this text, okay? This text. That's it. After login, so you are verifying the title. And then you are verifying the heading. So you are waiting for the heading also. Then, so I want to identify this menu. Are these products are there? Yeah, if you want to do extra, you can do, no issues. See, add to cart or whatever it is. You can search. Still, you have a search option here, right? You can perform a search. You can do, this is a drop down. I think we can see that drop down, but maybe you can implement it tomorrow. Okay, so this today we don't have time, just log out. So this one, I'll take a relative XPath. So I have this one, I'll take this one. Yeah, it will open like this, copy the XPath, whichever. So there is a POM XPath and there is a normal XPath. Copy normal XPath. POM is only in the framework. So in the framework, you will use a POM. Now we are not using POM. So after this, hamburger menu. So I can simply say XPath and just pass that XPath. So this is the XPath. See, // button contains @ID value. So this is it is giving, instead of you are writing, it is giving, but make sure you, okay. So until expected condition, visibility of this element, I'll wait for the visibility of this element. Then I need to click on this, okay, just to open that. So open the menu. Burger menu. Dot click. That's it. If you click, it will open. So after that, you wait for a logout, right? Logout link. Logout link, you wait. So identify that. So XPath. See, I'm going to write that. So // I can write @ a text function, right? Contains or starts with, let me write a starts with, right? So we have to use all starts with text function, comma, single quote, logout. So let's see what is the logout, how it is there. Even so you can get it here. It will give you automatically. ID logout is there, but we can see logout. LOZ, or you can see inspect. So logout. So there are IDs, but I'm using my own object identification. So logout, and I'll wait for the visibility of this element. Logout. And then I'll click on this. Okay, click on that. So click on logout. That's a step-by-step you have to follow. Otherwise, it's difficult. So otherwise, it won't identify. Okay, logout.click. So then you have to wait for the, so wait for the home page. So you need to see home page, any element you look for, wait dot until expected conditions dot. So visibility of, so I can give some element. So what elements once you log out? So what is that? This username I'll give, okay? This username. Maybe I will identify, I'll take a XPath from here. Yeah, let's take this and go driver dot find element. So by dot XPath and give this XPath value here. Directly element I am passing. Instead of writing in another line, I am just passing that. So this is the all no XPaths how we can use. Okay, let's run this program. Oh, there is some issue. Line number expected. Where is this line number? 97, 63. Okay, semicolon is missing. See, yeah, it will show very clearly the errors, compile time errors. If compile time errors are there, it won't run. So that's the beauty of this. Yeah, even any ID, it won't run. See, it launched, it tapped. It's going to wait. Something. So this pop-up you are getting, right? That pop-up is, I think, blocking. I think we might see some error here. Yeah, so timeout exception, expected condition failed, waiting for visibility of element located by the swag logs because it didn't appear that element has come. Okay, so that top there was some element. It was hiding. We can say instead of visibility, I can tell this which line you can see how to debug this. So this is the right XPath where we are given, and this is the place, right? So instead of that, I can give presence of element located. Okay, presence of element located I can give. So it will go and check the element visibility presence in the DOM. That's it. So it won't stop for us. Mostly it won't stop. Let's run this now. That is a stopping, but you can avoid that. Because some pop-up is coming on the top, right? That was the problem. You have to stop that. Yeah, now it went fine. See that? So now all good. Okay, so this is the how you can handle this scenario. Simply write step by step, and it really see I am using all the concepts again. So browser commands I have used so that you will keep writing multiple times so that you won't forget with the syntaxes. So that it will help you a lot. Multiple times if you write, it really helps you a lot. That's the only success mantra. Other than that, nothing. You have to keep writing, reading a number of times, revising them. Then only we can remember that. Okay. Yeah. So tomorrow what time we'll meet? Morning again?
Yes, Ramesh.
Morning what time?
7 NZT. So it will
7.
be 12.
7. 7 is fine then. 7 is fine. You were 7.
Yeah.
Okay. So 7 will meet and tomorrow we'll mostly finish all the basics and we'll write some scenarios and but you have to speed up all these tasks. So I want yeah, so one thing we can do,